Welcome back to the Creative Mind podcast. After a while, we had a little break. There was a lot going on in the last weeks and months. I went through many changes in my business, in my podcast, my personal life. This podcast changed in the beginning of the year from my old podcast Actors and Mind to the Creative Mind, which I hosted together with Jeff, and we created some wonderful episodes. So the series we talked about in the beginning is definitely there, and you can still listen to it. For those who listened to the ayahuasca episodes, I went through a huge transformation in this time, which took me also afterwards a while to integrate my experiences into life. So there was a lot going on in the past weeks and months, and I'm sure I will share some of my experiences as well in the podcast. For now, we have some news for you. We decided that I will keep going with the podcast on my own. There are different reasons for that, mostly personal ones. So I will keep being your host, and I'm really looking forward to it. For me, these past 6 months have been a chaos, sometimes a mess, and in the same time, a very interesting transformation process. So after chaos comes clarity. After crisis comes a new level, and as I got a lot of clarity, what I want in life, what I want with this podcast, what I want with my business, I can't wait to share all the wonderful conversations I already recorded and the ones who are about to come, of course, as well with you. So here's the change. I will keep going with the podcast on my own. And I'm doing this episode in English now because there are some English-speaking listeners as well. But since I'm continuing on my own, and I thought a lot about that, I will change the main language back to German. But, dear English-speaking listeners, I will have my international guests, and there will be, of course, some interviews in English as well. So keep listening, keep subscribing, keep sharing. There will also be something for you. My main intent behind the podcast is to inspire you in your own path, in your growth, in your creativity, and in manifesting the life you want to live. As it was in the beginning, Actors and Mind, I will keep the new name, The Creative Mind, since this podcast is not only from and for actors. It is from and for all creative people, which is basically everyone, because we are all creators, right? I will have conversations with inspiring people from the creative industry, but also coaches, healers, and other inspiring personalities, all to help you grow, shine, and bring to creation what you're here for. I'm your host. I'm happy to be back, and I can't wait to share my thoughts, my experiences, and all these wonderful interviews with you. Thank you so much for listening. I'm grateful that you're here, and see you in the next episode.